Hello there. Welcome to Call of Duty Mobile. Now, if you don't know, Call of Duty Mobile is pretty much every single COD game mashed into one. Because of this, there's a lot to be said about this game. But for today's video, I'll be breaking down and explaining the many uses of the score streaks this game has to offer. And let me tell you, the score streaks in this game may seem fine, but if you pay really close attention to them, you'll realize they're kind of bad. From AI with room temperature IQ to just being useless, these are only a few of the many problems this game's score streaks suffer from. So come with me as explain to you everything wrong with the score streaks in this game. Now, before I get started, there are four things I need to go over. Number one, to keep my script short, throughout the video I say both launchers. I am referring to the SMRS and the FHJ-18, so keep that in mind. Number two, this score streaks won't change if they have scores feature is the worst thing I have ever experienced. If you're playing a match with a loadout that has high score streaks, get any amount of score, and decide to switch to a loadout with low score streaks, they won't change, even though each loadout I made has a specific role. It goes without saying, this feature serves zero purpose other than to inconvenience you. So make sure you have the right score streaks selected for the next match, otherwise you're gonna have a bad time. Number three, airspace. There can only be one aircraft in the air at any given time, meaning if there's one aircraft in the air, no one else can call in another aircraft. But you can call in unlimited UAVs, care packages, and emergency care packages. And number four, the score exploit. If you activate misdirection and use almost any lethal score streaks, it will give you more score than you're supposed to get. This bug doesn't work with the RCXD or the shield turret, but it does work with every other lethal score streak. Alright, with that out of the way, let's start things off with the costing 300 score. You get to deploy a gun on the stick. The shield turret lasts for 40 seconds. It can 2-shot enemies within 21 meters and 3-shot beyond that. It is completely bulletproof, but dies in one hit to every explosion in the game. I'm pretty sure this thing was added as filler content because no one would willingly ask for this thing, let alone use it. Costing 400 score, the UAV reveals enemies on both yours and your teammate's minimap. Lasting 20 seconds, the UAV will scan enemies on your minimap 4 times before disappearing. But if your minimap is open, it will scan enemies 6 times. Both launchers will shoot the UAV down in one shot, and the SAM turret will take 2. The UAV would be better if it lasted 30 seconds instead of 20, or scan enemies 8 times instead of 4. The RCXD, costing 420 score, nice, you get to play with remote-controlled C4. The controls for the RCXD are weird. You can steer left, right, and backwards by looking either directions without turning the joystick, but as long as you keep looking forward, it's fine. The RCXD has a blast radius of 6 meters, so it's really good for clearing up the domination and hardpoint. It's also great for dealing with campers. It's fast moving and takes 2 shots from both launchers, even with Demo Expert to destroy it. Bomb drone, 500 score, lasts 30 seconds, 4-meter blast radius, fast flight, low health. The Shock RC, costing 490 score, you get to deploy a heat-seeking taser that chases and shocks a target for 5 seconds, or 2 to 3 seconds if the enemy resists. It cannot track enemies with cold-blooded, and it can be one-shotted by every explosive. The Hunter Killer Drone, costing 500 score, you get to throw a flying heat-seeking grenade at people that can also attack enemy score streaks, but the Hunter Killer Drone cannot track enemies with cold-blooded. It can be shot out of the air and can be countered by the trophy system. The Care Package, costing 550 score, you get to roll a loot crate. If you're lucky, you could get a high score streak like a VTOL or a gunship, or you can get a shield turret 3 times in a row. You can use a launcher to shoot it down, but most of the time the care package will drop before you even see the helicopter. But 2 shots from the SAM turret will shoot it down.
No, no, no.
The SAM turret, costing 560 score, you get to deploy a SAM turret. I can't think of anything to describe it with. It's great for dealing with attack aircrafts like the stealth choppers or VTOLs, so don't waste it on UAVs. The one downside to the SAM turret is it shoots two rockets to destroy UAV instead of one rocket like in Black Ops 1. It takes two shots or one shot from Demo Expert from both launchers to destroy the SAM turret. The counter UAV, costing 600 score, you get to disable the enemy's minimap with a flying ECM. The counter UAV lasts for 37 seconds. Why 37 seconds? Whatever. It's great for pairing with lethal score streaks like the Predator missile or lightning strikes, so enemies can't see it coming on their minimap. It takes one shot from both launchers or two shots from the SAM turret to destroy it. The MQ-27 Dragonfire, costing 650 score, you get to control a borderline useless drone. It lasts an unnecessary 1 minute 20 seconds, and it has 3 explosive probes that outlines enemies through walls for you and your teammates. The controls are okay, but would be better if gyroscope worked in the drone view. The Dragonfire gets one-shotted by every explosive in the game.
An electromagnetic beam that emits an odorless, invisible, and silent blast of heat.
The Guardian, costing 650 score, the microwave goes. It's good for defending the domination slash hardpoint, but that's about it. The Guardian lasts for 40 seconds. It radiates a 16-meter heat wave that slows enemies down by 40 or 60% and takes 4 seconds to kill an enemy. It takes two shots from both launchers, even with Demo Expert, to destroy it.
Enemy cruise missile incoming!
The Predator missile, costing 700 score, you get to call in a remote control missile from the sky. What more can I say? The only thing to complain about is the description. It says a remote control Predator missile with a cluster bomb payload. Not a cluster payload, just high explosive. Unless they replace the Predator with the Hellstorm missile, which would be pretty fun. Anyways, the Predator gets countered by the trophy system and EMP system. The Wilson, costing 750 score, you get to control an assault toaster on wheels, with slow movement speed and even slower fire rate with a projectile speed of 5 feet per minute. It lasts for 30 seconds and can two-shot enemies at any range and dies in one hit to almost every explosive in the game. It also gets two-shotted by the EMP grenade and one-shotted by the EMP system. And the worst thing is, it has the same camera issue as the RCXD. This thing needs to be replaced with either the Wilson HS from Modern Warfare 2 or the Robot Doggy from Battlefield 2042, and needs a 1200 health increase to be considered good.
Like this heavy caliber tripod mounted little old number designed by me. Built by me. And you best hope not pointed at you.
The Sentry Gun, costing 800 score, you get to deploy an AI-controlled gun on a stick. The Sentry Gun lasts for 40 seconds. It has a max range of 36 meters. At 20 meters, it kills in about 1 second. At 30 meters, it's 2 seconds. And at 36 meters, it's about 7 to 8 seconds to kill an enemy. In the description, it says it uses thermal detection to spot people, but that's a complete lie, because it can't see through your smoke or enemy smoke. It takes 2 shots or 1 shot with Demo Expert from both launchers to destroy the Sentry Gun.
Hostile sentry gun in your AO.
Enemy in sight.
So, that last part was recorded back in March. I definitely did not take a 2-week break that turned into a 1-month break. Then I definitely did not fall in love with a femboy just to get ghosted by said femboy a month later. And I definitely did not get evicted from my old apartment, causing me to move. So, yeah. The strafe run, an absolute waste of 800 score. It barely fires enough bullets to kill one person. Not to mention, it only strafes twice before disappearing, opposed to the 4 strafes it makes in Cold War. The only thing it's good for is shooting down enemy aircraft, and even then, the SAM turret is a cheaper and better option. I can't stress this enough. This thing needs to be replaced by either the Thrasher from Black Ops 4 or the Warthog from Black Ops 2. A pigeon carrying a pipe bomb is more effective than this thing. Oh, also, the strafe run in Battle Royale is somehow even worse.
Strafe run is inbound. Take cover. Enemy strafe run is...
This, my friends, is a prototype quad rotor. Now, it may look like something you've seen before.
The Hawk X3, costing 830 score, you get to control a drone strapped with the Second Amendment. The Hawk 2 X3 lasts for 23 seconds and dies in one hit to everything. It has fast flight and time to kill, but has low health, duration, and you can't edit the button layout. If the duration was increased to 30-35 seconds, and if you could edit the button layout, then the Hawk would be way better. The Lightning Strike, costing 850 score, you get to call in 3 Precision Predator missiles. It's good for clearing out the Domination and Hardpoint, but that's about it. It can be destroyed by the Trophy system and the EMP system. There's no complaints I can make about this thing, so we're moving on.
Heads up. Enemy's lightning strike incoming. EMP systems incoming.
The XS-1 Goliath, costing 900 score, you get to become a walking block of tungsten. You gain 700 health and a 50 or 60% damage reduction, but you are unable to sprint. You have a minigun with infinite ammo that overheats and cools down in 5 seconds. It also has a self-destruct feature with an explosion radius of like 2 feet. It can be two-shotted by both launchers, even with Demo Expert, and one-shotted by the EMP system. The Goliath is alright, but if it had its rocket pods, trophy systems, and removed the overheat function, then it would be a way better score streak. Or just delete it and replace it with the Juggernaut from Modern Warfare 2019. Which they did, by the way, but all they did was replace the texture and turn it into a brainless enemy you encounter on the Karai Battle Royale map. Also, the fact that the Goliath has been in the game since day one and it still doesn't have its equip animation from Advanced Warfare is criminal. Is that not the coolest animation you've ever seen? The Raps, costing 1150 score, you get to call in an indestructible dropship that deploys 4 rolling robotic anti-personnel sentry drones. Oh, I'm sorry, drones. It's basically a ground version of the Swarm, except they can get stuck on a lot of things. It takes 1 shots from both launchers and EMPs to destroy the Raps. Unfortunately, the Raps in this game suck in comparison to the original from Black Ops 3, which deploys around 20 to 24 Raps. So, I don't know, make it spawn 12 or 16 Raps instead of 4. The next 3 score streaks are just different forms of area denial. The Napalm, costing 950 score, drops 2 rolls of napalm that burns for 10 to 12 seconds. The Cluster Strike, costing 980 score, rains down missiles for 9 seconds in a radius of about 20 to 22 meters. And the Orbital Laser, costing 990 score, is a space laser you draw paths for. The napalm can be destroyed by the EMP, while the other 2 cannot be destroyed. The Stealth Chopper, costing 1080 score, you get to call an AI-controlled air support with the IQ of a NASCAR racetrack. The Stealth Chopper lasts for 43 seconds. It has a 1.5 second time to kill. It can see roughly 120 to 180 degrees left and right. It can see downwards of about 90 degrees. It takes 4 shots from the SAM turret, or 3 shots from both launchers. 2 shots with Demo Expert to destroy the Stealth Chopper. Unfortunately, the Stealth Chopper's AI has the attention span of an autistic toddler. If it doesn't see an enemy, it starts to fly away and spin around, turning its blind spot towards the enemy and getting shot down. But if an enemy is directly underneath the chopper, it just starts to spin around and then gets shot down. Because of this, most of the time, it spawns in, gets a couple kills, turns around, and then gets shot down. And to top it all off, the whole stealth part doesn't work. In Black Ops 2, the stealth chopper doesn't appear on the enemy's minimap, but that function doesn't work here. The stealth chopper really needs more aggressive AI, movement speed, and most importantly, its stealth feature and flares like in Black Ops 2. Also, the Battle Royale stealth chopper is really bad. It has a very small range and the damage output is not good. But if an enemy is moving, then it basically does no damage. The emergency airdrop, costing 1100 score, you get 3 care packages instead of 1. That's it. The EMP systems, costing 1150 score, you get to deploy a massive electromagnetic pulse. Almost every score streak in the game, kaboom. C4, trip mine, trip sensor, trophy system, cryo bomb, and flash drone all destroyed. And enemies can't use their minimap, score streaks, lethals, tacticals, or operator skill while affected by the EMP.
I know where you live.
The Advanced UAV, costing 1200 score, it reveals the location and direction the enemy is facing on your minimap. The Advanced UAV lasts for 50 seconds, and the only way to destroy it is with the EMP system or the nuclear bomb. They should really make an advanced counter UAV that not only jams your minimap, but also makes enemy name tags appear as teammates' name tags. The Flame Knot, costing 1200 score, you get to equip a walking war crime. The Flame Knot lasts for 40 seconds. You gain 400 health and a 10% damage reduction, and a flamethrower with a range of 10 meters with infinite ammo. It also has a self-destruct feature with a 4-meter blast radius that spreads fire. It's great for clearing out the domination / hardpoint and overall fun to use because who doesn't like playing with the flamethrower? It takes 2 shots or 1 shot with Demo Expert from both launchers to destroy the Flame Knot. I forgot to mention, the Flame Knot regenerates health and it's not fire resistant.
EMP systems in.
The Swarm, costing 1280 score, you get to call in a massive swarm of 4 Hunter-Killer drones. So you only get 4 kills before the swarm disappears. You can shoot the drones or use the EMP system, but that will be a waste of time and effort. The Swarm in this game is the epitome of disappointment. From what I can tell, the Black Ops 2 Swarm lasts about 1 minute and can get you about 18 plus kills. Someone really needs to add a couple zeros to the code and make this thing a real swarm. The Chopper Gunner, costing 1280 score, you get to control a door gunner helicopter. The Chopper Gunner lasts for 45 seconds. It has an explosive minigun that overheats in 10 seconds and cools down in 5. It also has flares. Unfortunately, the flares are not automatic, meaning your survival depends on your reaction time. It takes 2 shots from both launchers, even with Demo Expert, to destroy the Chopper Gunner, and 2, maybe 4 shots from the SAM turret if they use flares. If the Chopper Gunner had automatic flares, then it would be way better to survive in. But realistically, replacing this Chopper Gunner with the original Modern Warfare 2 Chopper Gunner would be a better option because it is way too easy to shoot down this door gunner helicopter.
Has deployed chopper gunner. Enemy chopper gunner. Ground.
The VTOL, costing 1600 score, you get to control a Modern Warfare 2 chopper gunner on crack. The VTOL lasts for 40 seconds. It has a dual explosive autocannon and a rocket barrage ability with a 5-second cooldown. It takes 3 shots or 2 shots with Demo Expert from both launchers or 4 shots from the SAM turret to destroy the VTOL.
Destroy enemy VTOL. EMP systems in.
Unfortunately, the VTOL doesn't have its flares or original machine guns like in Black Ops 2, but it would be pretty awesome if the devs added those 2 features. Also, looking through my footage, I realized the VTOL is the only aerial score streak that has a falling animation before exploding, unlike every other score streak that just spontaneously explodes. And it also has its own unique explosion sound.
It's a bird, it's a plane, oh no, it's Lockheed Martin.
The gunship, costing 1700 score, you get to control a cargo plane armed with 3 different weapons of mass destruction. The gunship lasts for 45 seconds. It has a 105mm howitzer cannon and a 40mm Borfs cannon
Bofors.
with a 5-second cooldown, and a 25mm autocannon with a 3-second cooldown. Hi, future me here. First of all, they got the weapon wrong. It's supposed to be a 25mm Gatling gun. Second of all, this gunship is supposed to be the AC-130U Spooky from Modern Warfare 2019, but instead it's modeled after the AC-130J Ghost Rider from Modern Warfare 2. And third of all, the gunships in the original and remastered Modern Warfare 2, 3, 4, and Black Ops 4, Cold War, and 6 is the AC-130H Spectre. That last part doesn't have anything to do with the video, I just wanted you to know that. It takes 2 shots from both launchers, even with Demo Expert, to destroy the gunship. It also gets 2-shotted by the SAM turret, but depending on how far away the SAM is, you can block all rockets with the flares. Hey, fun fact, did you know an AC-130 flies at an altitude of 7,000 feet? That's 2,100 meters in colonizer. Yeah, I don't think that's 7,000. The gunship has the most firepower in the game, but unfortunately, it flies too low to the ground, so it can be shot down very easily. If the gunship was higher up to where the only things you can shoot it with are the launchers and SAM turret, then it would be the best score streak in the game. But until then, the gunship is just one giant flying target.
Here comes the sun.
The nuclear bomb, costing 20 kills, not score, kills, you get to blow everything up. It's a nuke. It destroys and kills everything and everyone. Unfortunately, it's not a game-ending nuke. Now, my suggestion is make the nuke a selectable kill streak like in OG Modern Warfare 2, but you can only equip the nuke. With your first 10 kills, there will be permanent UAV on you, so the enemy focuses on stopping you. At 15 kills, you have a permanent advanced UAV on you. At 20 kills, you lose your perks, and once you get 25 kills, you get your game-ending nuke, all your perks back, and the perma UAVs are gone.
Warning, friendly nuke has been launched. Repeat, friendly nuke has been launched.
So, what do you think? Yep, saw that coming. Or instead of all that, if you call in a nuke at the end of the game, the match won't end until your nuke goes off. Alright, that wraps up the review portion of the video, and if you're paying attention, you'll agree with me when I say most of the score streaks in this game are pretty underwhelming. But here's something I noticed. The score streaks in this game are either from Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2019, or Black Ops Cold War. And some other CODs, but those are the main 3. Now, those CODs do have some really cool and useful kill streaks, but unfortunately, when they're added to COD Mobile, they're either slightly altered or just straight up ruined. Now, there are a multitude of possibilities of why they're so bad. Number 1, since this is a mobile game, the devs had to water down the score streak so the complex functions of the original score streaks don't break the game. If you actually believe that, you are beyond help. I hope you know that. Number 2, the devs are just lazy and don't want to fix them. Or 3, the devs are unaware about these problems because no one realizes how mid the score streaks are. Besides me, of course. Anyways, whatever the reason is, it's still not a good enough excuse. They had over 5 years to fix all this, and the only thing that's changed is the amount of score required to use the score streaks. Now, out of every kill/score streak in COD history, there is one that Call of Duty Mobile really needs. Specialist Strike Package from Modern Warfare 2019. Specialists would make the perfect addition to the game because of how fast-paced and short the matches are. Instead of earning score streaks, you earn perks. The first perk is gained after 2 kills, the second after 4, and the third after 6. And once you get 8 kills, you earn every perk in the game, including Sleight of Hand and some other weapon perks. And with the introduction of wildcards in Season 3 Cyber Mirage, Specialists will make a great addition to the wildcard deck. And just like that, we've reached the end of my video. I would like to thank you for watching and listening to my gay autistic rambling. This video took way longer than I thought to make, so it would really help me out if you liked and shared the video. If you learned anything new about the score streaks you didn't know before, let me know in the comments below. Now, enjoy your peace and quiet, because next video I will be ranting about the various weapons and weapon mechanics that exist in this game. And with all that out of the way, subscribe at your own risk.